Hello, all my Lambda family and friends. How's everyone doing today? So, the video for this week is going to be just two videos, right? So today I'm going to do my midweek progress report, which is Thursday. And then Friday I'm going to give you my recap of the sprint. So I'm only going to do two videos going for it because I thought it would be mundane to just do a video every day about my day. And sometimes my day can just fit into one video. My whole 4 days can just fit into one video. And then there's Friday, which needs to be a separate video. But maybe I'll go back to the other format. But for now, I'm just going to do one video a week just to let you guys know my progress. So, starting with Monday. Monday, I had my first bout of imposter syndrome. And for those of you that don't know what imposter syndrome is, you can look it up. I will do a video on that later. It was really crazy because I felt like weird the whole day and I didn't understand why. And then finally I said, is this imposter syndrome? Because nobody really never tells you what the symptoms are. They just say that it's going to happen, that you're going to experience it. So Monday I pretty much did my best. I created a playlist to help me muddle through the day as best I could. But the coursework was really hard Monday. I mean, man, there's so much going on. This school ramps up so quick. Like, it goes to 100 from 0 in no time. Like, it ramped up Monday, and I was just like, oh boy, this is the second time I'm submitting a project, and I don't even know if I'm doing it correctly. And I hate to do that because, okay, so we're going to talk about the grading. My understanding of the grading is they get 1, 2, and 3. So 1 is basically not even handing in any coursework. That's not handing in anything. That's just football, not doing nothing. Excuse me. 2 is meets, right? And 3 is exceeds. But for me, 3 is mastery. And you're here to demonstrate mastery. You're not here to just muddle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm here to muddle. It's too much going on in my life. I'm putting too much aside, too many sacrifices for me to be here just to muddle. And I think people at Lambda that put Lambda School together have worked really hard to deliver something that's doable, that's actionable once you do it. So I'm not going to muddle through it. So to me, a 2 might as well just be a 1. And the 3 is all that matters. And I hate submitting my project unless I know I have a 3. So I know I have a 3. So, So that's what happened with me Monday. I was like, damn, here we go again. I feel like an imposter. This is imposter syndrome. Well, I didn't realize it was that until like an hour before the project was supposed to be due. But anyway, that was my Monday. I talked it over, got over it. Started fresh Tuesday. Tuesday was blazing. I really enjoyed Tuesday because we got to create. We got to create surveys and questions and do interviews and things like that. So I really liked Tuesday. Tuesday does what I like to do, and that's create, like make stuff, So we got to make surveys and make questions and give feedback, and I like to do all that stuff. I like to do all the interaction things. I don't like to do the solo stuff. I like to interact. Oh, let me tell you about Slack. Woo! Slack is becoming my new best friend. I love Slack. I had no idea such a thing existed, but apparently the tech industry has been keeping it a secret forever. I mean, forget about all the other stuff. Slack is where it's at. I might have to do a whole video just on Slack. So yeah, a video on imposter syndrome and a video on Slack, definitely. Those might be my 2 videos for this week. So anyway, Tuesday went well. Nothing happened there. Went well. Handed in my assignment on time. Breezed through it just the way I like it. Did the stretch goal, which was a blog post. And again, I refer to my playlist, which I use. It's called Get Shit Done. That's my playlist on Tidal. I'll put a link in the bottom if you guys want to check it out. Wednesday was hump day. That was a great day because we had our team Well, no, we had our Lambda meetup, not team meetup, but Lambda meetup. So that's when basically, this is another video I got to do too. So I didn't know, most people don't know, Lambda pays for you to meet your other peers. Yes, they pay for you. By that I mean they give you an allowance. The coordinator goes out, you all meet up with the coordinator, you order your food, and you sit down and enjoy your food and talk. Excellent deal. Excellent deal, because you got to get out and network and get out into the public spaces. We did ours on Wednesday because that's what works for everybody. It's supposed to be the Friday of every month, first Friday of every month. But we got our own schedule because we be doing our own thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I enjoyed the meetup. That was yesterday. Man, great group of people that I'm surrounded by. One of the guys is in UX like me. The other coordinator, he's a developer. So it was wonderful conversation. Best intellectual conversation I've had in a long time. It's meaningful when you can talk to someone and you reference the individual that you are posing their rhetoric from, and people know who you're talking about. Man, it was awesome. Awesome experience. We ate pizza. I had Henny and beers, and we had a great time. Where we live at, we had a great time. And I was surprised to see that it was a few people that live here where I'm at in my local area doing Lambda. So that's, meaningful to me. And we hook up on Slack. Oh man, we get on Slack and we chop it up, and we give we support each other, and we share ideas, and we bounce stuff around, and we got a little project assembled that we're working on. Yeah, we're thinking about doing some things, man. We're thinking about maybe doing a startup run, and we're thinking about maybe starting a real company, or we're thinking about maybe just doing some things here where we're at that need to be done, because we can do that. We got the skills from Lambda to do it, but most importantly, we have a team. And I never understood what that meant about the team thing, but the team thing is very big in tech. And I gotta admit, I thought the team thing in tech was a way to marginalize people, because obviously, I hate to say this, but black people don't really do the team thing outside of sports. I've never seen us work creatively together. I've tried to get black people to work creatively with me for the last 20 years, and it never works out. I tried to lead people the money through these accelerators and combines and all these other programs that require you to have a team of 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes 8 people. And I'd be like, yo, we can all get this money. This is the idea. This is what you do. You bring it to the table. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. And people fizzle out, or they're not interested, or they write me little trite emails about how they're not going to do it no more. That it's not blah, 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 blah. And they're not really doing nothing anyway. It's like, you didn't know about this. You didn't know about trying to go get this money to do a business, pay yourself a real salary for the year. I bring this to the table. I bring this to you because I either knew you for a long time, and I mean some of these people I knew for a long time in my life, since I was a teenager, and that really hurt me, that these black people did not want to be a part of anything that was going to be security for us, all of us, but whatever. But now I see what they mean. Now I see why the team thing. You need the team, man. The team is collaboration. You need to have a team, and I think I got a good team starting up. I think I got a good team. So that was my Wednesday. And Thursday, which was yesterday, I had imposter syndrome again. Imposter syndrome again. I gotta work on that. But I had that again. I had it again today, Thursday, and I ain't gonna lie, I was blown out. Just exhausted. I was depressed. I pushed myself through only because I thought about last night and how fun it was. Maybe I was a little bit fatigued from last night because we stayed out late and classes started early for our locale. Because classes started early for us, morning early. And I was out. I didn't get into midnight and stayed up for another hour, and I was exhausted. But yeah, I had it again today. But I fought through it. I fought through it. I figured it out. What we had to do was we had to create what they call a research summary, right? But you had to do some other things, you had to create what they call an Affinity Map. And I was the instructor never really said where we getting the data from to create the map. What are we correlating? He just said, use your data. And I was like, okay, I got so much data over the last 2 weeks. What am I using? And then I realized the surveys that we created. The answers to the surveys is where the data was supposed to come from. Fortunately for me, a lot of people in my cohort did not answer my survey. So I had an odd number to work with, but I managed to get it working. But I learned that there's an important baseline of questions, a subset of questions that are particularly of importance to building the matrix, to building the map, the affinity map. And these are the things that you got to correlate first. And it's really simple stuff. I don't know how I missed it. It's just, demographics, gender, age, relationship status, simple commonalities, and then you can do the variance. But you use the simple commonalities to create the baseline. So you have a group, a demographic group, like, whatever to wherever, whatever to wherever, whatever to wherever, all the way to seniors. You got your male, your female, because then you can create the percentage, in your research, and then you can really say you're pulling data from these several sources broken down, and then italicize each of these subsets to them. So everybody between the ages of like 18 and 25 are all going to, you would assign them all one commonality, where you can assign them a different cluster, or they should be assigned, though they should all answer in a way that their cluster of questions equates to them. And then the 25 to 30 year olds should answer in a way that is a different cluster from the 18 to 25 year olds. So now you have some data, because now you have a reference to say, well, this age group does it this way and this age group does it that way. So what is our age group for this app? And we can pull and say, okay, we got to do it the way that this age group wants it. But yeah, so that was